This week on the Youth Worker Daily, we're talking about your top 5 recommended resources. I'm sharing my 5 top titles. Today we're moving to book number 4. Here we go. Welcome to the Youth Worker Daily. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Youth Worker Daily, where we hope to encourage youth workers like you with tools, tips, resources, and helps so that you thrive in your ministry. My name is Jay Hyam, and today we're talking about my 4th title. Again, these are in no particular order, so don't think I'm putting one in front of the other. But for today, I'm sharing a book that I actually read in 2015. And I was in a time when I was just transitioning into a new role at a different church, and I just had this feeling in the back of my mind. You know what? Don't just rest on what you know. Don't start this new ministry based on what you know. Let's grow. Let's expand. Let's learn some new things. And I actually had this book. I had picked it up at a convention. I had planned to read it, and I hadn't gotten to reading it yet. And so when I started this new role, I took it off the shelf and spent the first 3 months getting into this book and really dissecting it and learning it and studying it. And then it became my goal to apply what I read to the ministry as we went forward. So here's the book that I absolutely love. It is Sustainable Youth Ministry by Mark DeVries. Guys, this is good. Like, you need to read this, and I'll tell you why. So, we all know that youth ministry is a tough place to be. Youth ministry is hard work for us, and for many of us, the statistics are still showing that it's only a couple years and guys are moving out of youth ministry and either pursuing other things or doing other ministry. While there are more and more of us that are making a career out of it and are in it for the long haul, I think a lot of us leaving is due to burnout. Now, that's why I like this book. As a guy who's been in ministry for almost 30 years, with 20 plus of those years in full-time ministry, we've had great seasons of successful youth ministry. My first 6 years at our first church, we had fantastic ministry. I was cutting my teeth. I was hungry, and I was learning, and we were applying some really good advice to our program, and our program was growing like crazy. A couple years later, we found ourselves at another church. Again, another successful run, 5, almost 6 years of ministry there. And so we kind of figured out what worked in youth ministry. But at the same time, it was one of those things where it started to feel like we were just running through the motions of what we were doing, because we knew what worked, and so we just kept applying it, and we were still seeing success from it. But a lot of the work really fell onto me, and it was exhausting. It was tiring. Later on, we did a church plant. We were part of the youth ministry for the church plant, and we were doing double duty and carrying a lot of that weight, and it burned me out. I was exhausted. I had hit my place of capacity, and I was done. This book helped to refresh my passion for student ministry and helped me to set in some new practices that would keep me from falling back into that place of just doing the same old, as well as that feeling of exhaustion because I'm doing it all. So, Sustainable Youth Ministry, the name says it all. You are trying to develop a youth ministry that is sustainable. And what that means is it's not built on one person or a personality of someone, but it's built on the mission and the ministry and the workers of the church. And that's super, super important, because I think a lot of us, we have success because of who we are. Our ministries grow because of our charisma or our ability to connect with students or our way of getting them excited to do things. And we often see great success, but But the problem comes with that if we're not careful when we leave a church, all that charisma, all that energy, all of that excitement, it goes with us. And it could really hurt the church and hurt the student ministry if we're not carefully thinking about what does it look like for us to build a program that is sustainable. Meaning that when I leave, it's still going to run and be healthy and be good, and it's still going to be impacting the lives of students and their families, even after I am gone. So, Mark DeVries does a great job running through this book and dealing with some really important issues and helping us to understand a better way of thinking when it comes to shaping our student ministries. Not building it on us, but building it on a team and the mission and the vision of the church. The other reason I like this book is because it's not just written for youth workers, but it's written for churches who are looking for youth workers or churches who are trying to revive their student ministry. It speaks specifically to some of the problems that most churches make, leading to this constant rollover of youth worker and then the starting over again with the new guy. It speaks specifically to some of that and then helps the church leadership put into place practices that keep them from having to repeat that cycle over and over and again. And you can create a sustainable youth ministry, a youth ministry that continues even after the leader is gone. Guys, this book is incredibly helpful. I mean, you can see here, look, these are all tabs, front and side, of stuff that I've read in this book that I've then turned around and started teaching to leadership, to my leaders, to other youth workers, because I find the information in this so helpful and valuable. I don't care where you are in youth ministry, if you're just starting out or if you've been in this for 5-10 years, this is a book that will help you rethink how you think about youth ministry. And I would encourage you, share it with your church leaders. Sustainable Youth Ministry, Mark DeVries, super, super, super helpful. Can't tell you enough. And it's a book that I have applied to my youth ministry. And here at my new role, this will become the framework for what we do with both our middle school and our high school programs. As far as structure and infrastructure, this is it. This is what we're going to, and this is what we're going to build our ministries on. I've written about chapters in this in my old blog. I might try to connect you with some of them and help you see it as I share some of my thoughts about some of the things that's in here. But guys, you got to get it. And you can get it if you go to theyouthworkerdaily.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. You'll see 5 titles there. And you can click on the title for the Sustainable Youth Ministry. I'll take you to Amazon, where you'll be able to order either a Kindle version or an e-reader version, as well as the hard copy, so that you can do what I did and make all these tabs and notes, and you can use this to help teach and lead your other leaders. If you do buy it from our website, we want to say thank you, because a little percentage of the purchase comes back to us for so we can keep the vlog and the blog going here, and we really appreciate that. And the best part is it's no additional cost to you, so what you pay for the book is what you pay, and then we get a little piece of it, and that just helps us. Guys, be sure to visit the website to see past videos and some other resources that we will be posting there in the days and weeks to come. Also, we want to give a quick shout out to our ministry partners, and that is the Controlled Chaos blog. Over there at the Controlled Chaos blog, we have middle school youth workers who are sharing their experience and wisdom for and with other middle school youth workers. So if you are a middle school youth worker, make sure you are checking out Controlled Chaos blog. You can find that at controlledchaos.fun. And while you're there, make sure you listen to the Controlled Chaos podcast with Kurt Johnston and Justin Herman. You will love it. It's awesome. Those guys are fantastic, and there's so much wisdom and good stuff coming out of those guys. You will definitely benefit from their time listening to the podcast. All right, that's about do it for us today. Hey, be a part of this community, guys. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and then, of course, visit us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And to find us, just go at YTH Worker Daily. Guys, it's been a great topic so far. We got one more title to go through, and we'll do that one tomorrow. For now, thanks for watching Youth Worker Daily. We'll see you next time.